Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III and the Royal Court expansion. So in today's episode we'll be continuing this war, again another war that we're trying to help retain all the lands for Bithynia, our wife there, so that our son can inherit them. But before we do that, there's one thing we need to do, and that's set up somebody to educate young Ivan, our bastard son. And we're probably just going to do it ourselves, I think. And we're going to go and convert his culture and his faith here. So I'll get rid of the issues of him being the wrong religion and culture if he was to end up becoming our heir, if, say, something happens to Mieszko. But one problem that will not be fixed is that if Mieszko dies, I'm not entirely sure who would inherit our wife's territory, because obviously it can't be our bastard son. It's not her child. I suppose we can go ahead and take a look at that real quick. It would be our daughter. I guess that makes sense. So that's one thing to consider, is that something happens to Mieszko, and then the daughter inherits all this territory. So if you want your dynasty to stay in control of that, then you'd want to have a different type of marriage, maybe not a marriage for alliance. Instead, you'd want to do, a matrilineal marriage so that it stays in your dynasty. Now, you might be able to do that anyways when arranging a marriage for one of your vassals, if you had a hook on them. So yeah, if you have any hooks, then perhaps you can make that happen. But it's very difficult for us to get hooks because, the blackmailing's not working. So because we can't do blackmailing, we're very limited when it comes to getting hooks. Yeah, let's go and let this play. We're going to continue this conflict. So we've already got all the troops moving to different locations, mostly to do sieges. These guys here need to go somewhere to resupply. I think the only way to do it is either split them up or come down here. We'll come down over here and resupply here, because there's also these men here that might be going after Kiev. I assume that's where they're going. And so we're going to want to fight them. 1,700 men. Now, we do have to be concerned about these men. It's only 600 right now, so not a threat. But they'll rebuild their numbers, and could become a problem. Another event with the White Wolf. Since I started my search, reports are coming in from all over the realm of people spotting the powerful White Wolf. To shift through the accounts and sort fact from fiction is a huge task, if only the reports were more reliable. So like I say, I employ people to look for it. 265 gold. We can say my steward will sort this out, and he won't be happy about that. And you can say I can do it, I must, and it'll cause us some stress. Or you can say this task is too huge, I'll have none of it. Well, I feel like we've already invested into this, and our character really wants to do it. So we're going to try and do it, but I'm not sure how we want to do this event here. We can take the stress, but I feel like that's not going to help us at all. Yeah, I don't want to spend all that gold. That's really expensive. So I guess we could make our steward do it. We're trying to improve his opinion, so probably not the best way to do that is piss him off right here. But yeah, we'll do that. He'll have to handle it. I'm pretty sure that's who we're currently working on. No, that's right. I forgot. We were trying to get this guy's opinion up so that we could try and vassalize him. Again, though, I don't know if that's going to be enough points. Now, we did finish up one of these sieges here. Took a prisoner as well. So we'll probably ransom that prisoner off. So that was here that we won the siege, and it didn't really help us with the war score at all. Frankly, we need to engage them in another battle. Now, as far as where we can go, they're already coming over here. There is another capital location right there. There's another one over here as well if you're just going after capital locations. That one's kind of far, though. As far as more territory from this guy, I think that's all he's got. Is that one county, and I think he is like the war leader here. So we're already going after that. So I guess you just want to go up north with them. Oh, this is our good unit as well. So I suppose we could do, instead of having him go there, I know he's already on his way, we could have him go here so that he would be the first one attacked rather than this guy, and then he might be able to get this siege done quicker as well. Yeah, this is only a level 2, so he should be able to complete that fairly quickly. So we'll have him go after that. And yeah, this army here is still moving down this way. We might be able to engage them in battle somewhere. Looks like they're on the run now. And what happened here? Did she lose more territory? It kind of seems like she did. This was the war against tyranny. Okay. But she did lose titles, clearly. Yeah, she lost more territory. She's just losing everything she has. This is so frustrating. Because, yeah, I don't think there's going to be much for us to inherit. And we fought all these wars and did all this effort to get our son to inherit all this territory. And, yeah, we won't be able to inherit anything. Now, part of this is our own fault. When I converted her to Catholicism, I'm sure that caused issues, you know, being a different religion. I don't think that had a huge significant role, though, in why she's having all these rebellions. It probably played some role, but Orthodoxy and Catholicism, you don't get that big of a penalty for different religions. There's probably other issues here, guys, and these aren't just populist rebellions. While she has faced those, that hasn't been all she's faced. All right, so I think that means, yeah, we're not at war here then. All right, so this is the Independence War. I got the two wars mixed up. It's interesting, though, that she has changed her court's language now to ours. Oh, that's interesting that she made that decision. So we need to go after that one probably to win this conflict, but it's so far away. We'd need to have support from this army, which means we need to defeat those guys first so we can secure the south. But that does mean we don't need to siege here any longer. He's no longer in the rebellion. All right, so no point on going after that. Yeah, you really need to go up here. That's pretty far away, though. We are set to engage those guys in a battle. Can't stop it either. We do outnumber them significantly, though, so hopefully should be able to win that, despite the fact that these are just levies. Yeah, we have to go after that there. I wonder if we can get there without taking any attrition. Yeah, it looks like we should be safe to go there. We might fight somebody there, but probably not. I think they'd be gone by then. We'll just kind of watch what's going on there. And yeah, we'll let our son go. Yeah, it doesn't look like she has much of an army anymore. So yeah, he is going after the capital, so we'll need to attack him there. Yeah, there might be a battle here. We should be able to easily win that. Again, even though we just have these levies here. Same thing here. You know, it's levies against men at arms. You're going to take higher casualties than you'd like. But it all does help increasing the war score by a little bit. We're talking about 1% here, so fairly insignificant. And we lost 336 to the 124. Not bad considering the fact that they're just levies. All right, so we'll do that siege there. Probably a similar situation here. You know, we vastly outnumber them, but it's levies against men at arms, so we'll see how it ends up going down. But it should get like a 1% war score or something like that. And Ivan's back. All right, so we're just waiting for this guy here. Oh, they're going up north. Damn it. All right, so we missed that opportunity to attack him because I was paying attention to the north. And we now have to chase them, which is a severe issue because we're short on supplies. So we might have to split these guys as they move up north in order to not have any issues here. So I think we're going to have to split them. I might just split them in half, actually. We'll combine them later. But no matter what, you're going to take attrition going up here. So I would put one that way and then have the other one come this way. And just kind of chase them up there. And hope we don't actually engage them, though we might be able to win. I don't know how it got broken down as far as the men-at-arms. Our friend died, causing stress. Alright, so that battle was won. We captured somebody. I imagine that only increased it by 1 or 2%, 3%. So not much. We only lost 19 dudes, though. That's not bad for just levies, given we did outnumber them by quite a bit. So yeah, we got to engage these guys as well, as they do have men-at-arms, so they could cause us some serious issues for these siege armies here. We still got a siege going over here as well. 3 months to get that completed. And yeah, they're marching up north. Okay. So yeah, we'll have both of these armies. Hopefully get them some supplies. Yeah, so he's already got some. He lost some sitting in this location here. And we gained another level of fame. Alright, excellent. So we're now exalted among men and moving towards the living legend. We'll see if we can get there or not. And of course, these gives us the increase of opinion, secular opinion, and then more knights as well. So yeah, we'll just chase this guy down here and just make sure that their troops aren't moving against us. Whatever's up here, they might not really have anything because we did destroy both of those armies with the levies. So yeah, they might not have any troops left up here. It's just really the 1,700 men now. Alright, these guys are not supposed to be staying there. My bad. We want them to march up here. And our cousin was taken prisoner. Okay. So if we can catch them, then let's go ahead and do so. So we'll just bring both of these armies in. I'm not entirely sure Yeah, we're just really sucking on supplies, though. Yeah, particularly this one is doing really horribly on supplies. I guess you'll be alright coming through here. And we try and chase them down, see if we can't fight them. They want to fight us in the hills. That's fine. As long as we can get the win. Alright, so we did finish up the siege over here. So that got us up to 59%. So that was the war target there. I was thinking there was one up here, but it was right here. So with that, they no longer have the ticking war score. In fact, we'll have the ticking war score. And thus it should be over soon. See where we want to send this army here. I suppose we can just go after one of his locations, just so we continue doing sieges. I think that would be best. You could also put them over here to support these guys if they're being attacked. You do have these 539, but I suppose they're not really a threat. So yeah, we'll just put them over here. Let them do the siege right here. Just keep them sieging. Because, you know, we capture prisoners, and that's where we make quite a bit of money from capturing prisoners. Let me just make sure we're not getting any points from any prisoners. We are not, just sieges and the battle's won. So we can go ahead and ransom off that countess, get a little bit of gold here, keep the war funded, although we're doing pretty good on money right now. Alright, so we're going to move over here. Again, just keep on kind of chasing out after them, seeing if we can't catch them. While trying to keep our troops in areas where they can gather supplies as well. And all that fighting for a white piece. Yeah, that's a real shame. I mean, white piece is helpful for her, but yeah, this is not. I mean, we had won this conflict. I don't know why. I mean, she's such a horrible leader. I mean, she's just so incompetent. She's done nothing but lost her territory. I mean, she barely has anything at this point. You can see she has one county, which is why she has no troops to defend herself and why to defend her own lands, and why they're able to do the factions so easily, because they don't really need very many troops to do the factions. So we did all that fighting and didn't get a victory. That's a real shame. Yeah, it's a real bummer. Now we can go ahead and take a look at our prisons, ransom off some characters here, see who we can get money for. So we got this guy here. He's an alright character. I don't think we'll recruit him though. Oh, it's a witch. Okay, an irritable witch. So let's negotiate for the release. We could demand a conversion here. Yeah, why not? We'll demand a conversion, though they would not be willing to accept that. They're very reluctant to convert here. Could have them renounce their claims. It doesn't really help us, though. Could just get the weak hook, because they do have money to pay for it. So I think that's what we'll do. Just get a weak hook, and then sell it back to them. We do have a count here that we can sell off, so let's go ahead and do that. 50 gold there. So I'm not willing to accept the ransom of these two characters. So I'll probably just get the hooks. They don't have any money, though. Can we demand conversion? No, they're not willing to accept that. Alright, we'll just do the weak hook then. And then with Ivan over here, yeah, we wouldn't want to recruit him. He's no good. But we will demand his conversion and get the weak hook. He can pay us a little bit of money for that. In fact, I think we only get 10 gold from him. So yeah, he'd be able to pay the full amount. We got a child over here. Can only get the favor. Alright, so we'll just do the conversion of the weak hook. Does the child have any money? They don't. And then we got the Duchess that we've captured. This is also our cousin. So we'll just probably demand her conversion, get the weak hook. Does she have any money? She does. Alright, so let all those fire off. We've already expanded our troops as well. So start being able to stack the money up again. And we're going to get money from all this as well. We'll wait until we get them all accepted. And then we'll see which ones we can sell the hooks off for. So I don't really see any other use for them. So let's just take a look here. We can demand payments from quite a few characters here. That's one we've had. She only has a 2 gold. We'll just keep the hook on her. We'll demand the payment from him though. This Duchess, you could wait until she gets the full gold, but it's 3 gold. Who cares? And then him, the 10 gold, which we knew he had the money for it. So yeah, all of them agreed, unless we stacked up our funds a bit more. See if there's anything else we need to be aware of in here. We do have neighbors who can be vassalized. All right, which ones are these? Let's just take a look at where they're at here. Okay, so that's over here. And we can do it with the low feudal obligations, so we will. And then we also have a character over here. So these are all rebelling against the HRE, so they're not on our eastern frontier. HRE continues to lose territory to us, essentially. But yeah, we can get them to accept the low feudal obligations. Alright, so that'll be 2 more subjects added to our empire here, who just recently rebelled or something like that. Alright, so we're slowly making inroads. Now, another thing I'm noticing here is that Bohemia is now completely independent. Well, that's interesting. So we can declare war on them without having to fight, you know, all the HRE, though I don't know if he has any allies or anything. Looks like he does not. So yeah, we can just go after like a county or whatever. That county there, kind of clean up a map, make it look a little bit better. But yeah, this is interesting. Him completely separated, but what happened to their territory over here? I'm not entirely sure what happened here, because you got the King of Jerusalem. He still has the Duchy of Bohemia. He just lost the Kingdom of Bohemia title. Like a rebellion, perhaps? Because I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, I assume it was some type of rebellion. He took the kingdom title away, as well as all these counties. But he does not have the duchy, but he might be taking that away anyways. Let's just take a look at where these duchy titles are here. I mean, he controls, it looks like a lot of the duchy, but not all of it. So I don't know if he'll be able to usurp that or not. But yeah, he's just the king of Bohemia. That's an interesting situation. Now, we could offer vassalage, but a king is not very likely to accept that. And it's more than likely what we'd want to do is instead start attacking him and taking little bits of territory off of him. He has a much smaller army. So could go that way. You could also attack this way. But, you know, this is not, you know, extremely profitable land. Development is quite low there. Let's take a look over here. I mean, the development here isn't that much higher. And so you're only getting one county, where over here we can get control of a lot more territory. If we wanted to go after the entire duchy, we could do so for 128 piety. So I suppose that's what we'll do. Yeah, we're going to attack her next. If we're going to do all these wars, then I want to actually gain something from them. So let's go and declare war on her. We're going to do the war for the holy war for the duchy over here. Use that piety to do so. Just kind of increase the size of our empire a bit. We could also attack all these little countries here, I suppose, as well. These little, you know, counts or whatever that are all along the edges here. There's no reason why we can't attack them instead of vassalizing them. Like this would be one example here. I mean, she's pretty close to accepting. You might be able to do that with just opinion. It might even be better than this guy. Let's just take a look at where he's at now. He's pretty close. So yeah, we just need to get that opinion up on him, and I think we might be able to get him in. We'll see. But yeah, we're at this war here. Well, so let's go ahead and fight it. Should be fairly quick. But yeah, I feel like we just fought that big old war for nothing. And so if we're going to fight another one, I want to gain something from this. So we need to see how many troops we need. We won't be able to just bring up the men-at-arms because she does have an ally here. She's got a couple allies, actually. So it's going to be like 7,000 something men that we're going to have to fight. So men-at-arms will not be enough. We'll have to just raise up the entire army, I think. Or most of it anyways. Maybe get it up to 12,000 or something like that. Or just that. That's good enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and split these up. And set up a siege army, as usual. Of about 2,000 men or so. No matter what, we won't be able to supply the troops here just because, you know, this area has such low supply. We'll see if we have any siege commanders. I think last war we didn't, so we probably won't have one in this conflict. So let's put this guy in charge and then go after that capital location there. Let's go ahead and split off again. We'll go after all their locations here, I think. Let's go and just send another 2,000 men or so. And that should be enough. Pulled out, I think. Oh, we're at 8,700. We could get it a little bit lower, so that would allow us to siege, yeah, almost all the locations. We just won't be able to get that one. That's okay. Let's go and split off one small army again. And then that'll be it. And give them a commander. And get them going up here. Alright, so these 6,800 men, that's what we're going to be stomping around with. Obviously, supply is going to be a major issue, so we just need to get the battles done as quickly as we can before we run out of supply. Like, destroy these 886, that's apparently all she has here. We did get a stewardship perk, excuse me. And somebody else wants to pay homage to us, but they're not giving us any money this time. Alright, well, that's okay. We're not always going to get money from them. Let's go get that perk. Again, this one's not going to help us that much unless we want to take the sell titles decision. It does have some negatives associated with it. So you get 500 gold, which is a good chunk of money, but it has unpredictable results. There's different events that can fire, and they're all pretty negative, I believe. So it's a good way to get a good chunk of money. But it does have some negatives, and you don't know what those negatives are going to be. So you're taking that decision, not knowing what the cost is going to be for you. Can't call allies into the war, but we don't need to be calling our wife into these conflicts. She's got her own problems. Alright, so we're not able to catch him just yet. That's a shame. Insistence. Yefrosina has been harboring a secret affection for Stefan for some time. However, when she finally confessed her feelings, he responded harshly. She still pursues him ever as doggedly, however. So this is just for the stubborn trait. Instead, make her vengeful or chaste. We'll just keep her as is. That'll be our last one. She's got a couple years left before she'll be an adult. I just keep on chasing him down. These guys don't have enough troops. Okay, so we'll have to give them a little bit more. How large is this? Yeah, this is a large location. That's not even worth going after, honestly. Is this one smaller? Yeah, we'll just go after this one. We will take attrition going there. Can we just... Nope, no matter what, we're going to take attrition, unfortunately. How much is it? 100 casualties. We'll just have to eat that. Yeah, just not able to catch up to him. But maybe we can catch him. Well, maybe not. Yeah, we'll just have to keep on chasing him down here. Again, though, supply will become an issue if we can't catch him. Man, he's just too damn fast. Yeah, that's a shame. But at least we have this territory here protected where we're doing the sieges. Now, they can come over this way. So what you could do is have, like, some men here, some men here, so they have to fight you across the ford, and put some right here. Yeah, I think that's the better option rather than chasing them down. Now, they can go this way as well. That's a real possibility. But yeah, I don't think we'll be able to defend them all. So we'll just defend these two, and if they come from the north, then we'll deal with that. Alright, guys, we got them all separated. Might need to sort these out a little bit differently, but yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt separating them this much. Culture Clash. We've had this event before. It looks familiar anyways. Yeah, I think we've had this one before. So we could say, teach them the superiority of the Polish culture. We'll gain some stewardship lifestyle experience points. It's a diplomacy challenge that will likely fail. But we could convert this province to Polish. Do we want to do that? It's only 6 development. Remember, the total development does affect all that. But you know what? Getting another province, Polish, would be helpful. Even if the development is a little bit low. But it's not a very high chance of success. It's only 32% chance of success. We can say, I do not care if they keep their weird traditions. We'll get popular opinion, but promote culture speed will be down. Or we can do this option here and gain prestige and a negative opinion penalty. Yeah, we'll just do this one, and that'll give us the lifestyle experience points at the very least. And maybe we succeed. And we did. All right, so they are now Polish over here. All right, interesting. Wasn't expecting it to go down that way. We did finish constructing something over here. We'll take a look at all that in a little bit. I don't know how long this war is going to take and how expensive it's going to be. Yeah, we'll get all these guys separated. It looks like I did move this guy over here on accident. He should be right here. Yeah, hopefully all these guys should not be losing any supplies in these locations. It looks like they are all right. Now we do need a commander over here because I put some men in arms, and that's where we're going to be defending. And remember, they do have a lot of troops they can send at us. We'll want the best commander. I could see doing You're in a forest here, so having him in charge would be useful. So I think we'll put him in charge, which means we need to pull him from wherever we put him. Looks like he is perhaps right here. Yeah, he's right here. So we're just going to change out the commander here and put this guy in charge instead. And then get the forest bonus here, the forest fighter. We were able to sway the count. Excellent. Though I don't think that will be enough to get him to agree to vassalization. I believe this is him here. He's just short of it. -1. So one more boost of the opinion will get him to agree to be vassalized. And I also think we can vassalize this countess here. I think she'd be willing to accept as well. And I think a big part of this is us getting up our courtly grandeur. I think that's all helping us. So we could continue trying to boost that, try and get more people to agree to vassalization. It might be worth it, the extra cost. We won't do it while we're here at war. Now, we did get attacked over here by somebody. Is it raiders or something? I don't know who attacked us here. Looks like we'll win it, though. I don't know if we'll have enough troops to keep the siege going. Yeah, they have not attempted to attack across here just yet. So far this strategy is working out fine. And our marshal earned respect, increasing popular opinion in that county. We do have a fantastic marshal. And again, she is at war. This is for tyranny. That means we don't have to accept it. Yeah, we're not going to. I mean, we'll accept, so we don't lose the fame, but we're not going to help in the conflict. Yeah, we won't be helping out in this at all, but she's just such a horrible commander. She just a horrible ruler. And a big problem, of course, is she just doesn't have any troops. And so it's so easy for the factions to make demands on her. And she's probably not going to have anything for our son to inherit. We're going to have to conquer all this through claims. Once our son comes to the throne, he'll have claims on all this territory. And that's the way we're going to have to do it, guys. In regards to this war, I was thinking of a different war. This would result in, her getting deposed. So we have to help her in this one. And she would not win on her own, even though he's only got 319 dudes. She'd probably still lose. That's how sad that is. She'd probably lose. Now, I'm not sure who the hell these guys are stomping around. Maybe one of their allies? Yes. So there's 3,100 coming from the south here. Okay, I didn't realize one of her allies was down here. It's Moldavia. All right, so that's taking him time to get up here. But yeah, he's marching up this way. Now, we will be able to finish up this siege here, so that's good. We did win that battle there, which again was just against raiders, I think. So we got us some piety or whatever, but we got him some piety. They're not making any moves to attack us just yet. Somebody else has joined the conflict against us. But yeah, these guys are coming up north, and eventually we're going to have to fight them. So we might have to reassemble the army. There's the 2,400. We'll see what they do here. There's 4,200. I assume they're going to attack across here. So let's go and start moving with that in mind, that they will attack us there. And then we'll bring these guys as well. Yeah, because I just assume that that's what they'll do. Let's go across here. Now, maybe they don't. But no matter what, we have to assemble the army anyway, since we have those guys. Now, maybe we can end the war here by taking that location. But yeah, it looks like they're not incredibly interested in attacking us here. Not now. Now that we have more troops coming. We've almost finished up that siege. So with that done, give us a lot of war score. We also captured a prisoner, so I think that's probably some of the war score. Yeah, 25% for capturing an heir. So we still have those two left. I suppose these guys can go ahead and take this location next. And we're going to want like one big battle against all these troops is what I'm thinking. Try and force it into one larger battle. A lot of dudes can go there, so let's instead move these. Surprised that these guys here are losing supplies. Oh, because of the winter. Yeah, I guess the winter is here, isn't it? Alright, is what it is. Let's move them over here. They'll come over here. And then we'll see if they end up attacking us or not. Or if we gotta engage them. I'd like to just go and attack them. I think we will go ahead and do so. Not with them, though. We want our main commander in charge, so we want him to attack. Though, interestingly, they will get away. Damn. Alright, so that's unfortunate. Oh, here we go. Alright, so they redirected. Now, we could allow them to attack us instead. That'll be on the defense, so that'd be the better option. Let's see if they keep it up. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do. So what we want to do is make sure they get locked, because otherwise they'll just change this up. And then we'll put some troops over here. And I assume, yeah, they're going to send everybody there. Alright, so let's go ahead and prepare for that. But they're going to send everybody. We have our second best commander here, and he has the forest fighter. So we'll get an advantage bonus. It won't make him quite as good as this commander. We could always change up the commanders if we wanted, but... Alright, so let's go and put everything we got into this, because I assume it's going to become one big battle. Alright, and then we still have these sieges over here going as well. 40 days and 3 months to get those completed. This battle might be enough here. Getting the win. Now our troops are there fighting alone. Farting alone. Yeah, they're farting by themselves over here. They were fighting alone for a time, taking casualties, unnecessary casualties, since we didn't have the whole army there. But you see we got everybody there now, and we do outnumber them. Another damn rebellion, guys. I just, at this point, I don't even care anymore. I'm tired of fighting her wars for her. And there's nothing really to inherit anymore. I mean, there's a little bit. There's a little bit of territory. But yeah, I'm not saying we won't fight them, but it's just not a priority. I just don't care. We got our own wars to fight. I'm sick of fighting her wars and gaining nothing. Like, how many wars have we fought for her already? A lot. We did finish up a siege as well over here. And with this battle being done, and then this siege, that's the war, guys. Got more prisoners as well. Yeah, we'll just wait till this battle finishes up, and then well, I suppose we'll wait for the siege too, because that's just about done as well. Alright, so we now have enough. We'll wait for the 30 days for that siege to finish up. Let's go ahead and start moving after the troops here. See if we can't help out at all. We'll take a look at the battle real quick. 26% war score. We lost almost 1,200 men. Again, part of that was because we were outnumbered for a time, farting alone in the forest. And then we killed 2,227. Our knights did pretty well, particularly our marshal. He's an old man, but still a really good fighter. We did lose one character over here. He was just one of our knights. He was pretty decent, though, because he would have been even higher before he got wounded. Yeah, we did lose a knight, unfortunately. And I didn't see who we slain there, but it seems like somebody important. Like the leader of somewhere, actually. Alright, so with all these troops, you can't supply them all anywhere. Not with 5,700. So let's go to merge them, and then just split them in half. And then we'll come stomping down south, trying to engage some of these small armies over here. Although, I'm kind of thinking of waiting until the winter's over and just coming down to this area for right now. Collect some supplies up. Yeah, that's what we'll do for now. Although he would not be able to fit right there. We'll go right here then. So just collect some supplies. And then over here we just gotta wait for that siege to finish up. And then it'll be done with the war. And then we'll have to fight this damn war for them. Again, we don't have to. It looks like it would be an easy conflict to win, because like one of them has like 200 dudes. I mean, she's got 756 total. He's got 1760. So I mean, it's such small armies. We win 1 or 2 battles and we've won the war. We did finish up that siege. I'm not gonna wait for this one because it's 5 months left. So let's just go and finish the war and enforce our demands. All right, so we'll probably just give out these titles here. Now, I don't really care that much about taking the duchy again. It's just too much money. Try and go after the entire duchy to create it. I mean, so we'll probably just give it out to counts. Maybe reward some knights, or give it to locals. I think that might be the better option. We don't want to keep any of this territory though. None of it's very good. So we'll just give it all out. So let's just first take a look, see if there's any knights that we'd like to reward that aren't already counts. Yeah, not really. You could recruit this guy. Same thing with this. This guy was pretty decent. We could just give him some territory. He's a giant. Yeah, let's give him some territory over here. I'm actually going to give him 2 things. Always got a personal preference for giants. Which two do we want to give him? Let's give him the one with the Duchy title in it, which would be this one here. So we'll give him that one, and then whatever the next best is as far as development goes. So it looks like they're going to be these two here. We'll give them the two in the south, and then do two separate local counts in that location. So yeah, let's go ahead and find him again, and then give him both of these two territories here to get his very good prowess on our side. Oops, I don't want to recruit him to court. We want to grant him titles. So grant him both of those titles. All right, excellent. So he'll be able to serve as one of our knights, and then here we're just going to do the locals again. It's a better way to do it. So we'll just do a local here and a local here. Ooh, she's older, so we're going to end up inheriting that title a bit later, likely. I don't know how else that could go down. And she's 27, so she has plenty of time to have children. All right, so let's go ahead and figure out where we want to send these sieging armies. So we could go after that location there, where his capital is. It'd be easier to take out these locations first, though. So yeah, we'll go after them. And every siege that we do, we are getting prisoners to ransom off. That's just one way for us to kind of make this a little bit profitable. What I should be doing is figuring out which one's the largest fort, and then putting that better army there, which would be in this location. So we'll go after these ones here just because they're close to our own territory. And there we go, beautiful. So we'll let them start those sieges. And make sure they should be collecting supplies as they go down there. And the winter's over anyways. It's not an issue. Another event with the White Wolf. As the days pass by and I hear nothing about the White Wolf, I grow restless. Surely someone must have seen it. What about all the peasants littering the farmlands? Maybe I should appeal for their assistance. We've been doing this hunt forever. I mean, it's been years. The wolf is probably dead, honestly. So we can send a missive for some prestige, or we can send this count and he'll become distracted. Alright, we'll just do that one. We'll send him. We're just making all of our vassals do this. You gotta imagine that they'd be getting kind of frustrated with their king or their emperor at this point in our hunt for the damn animal that we've been unable to find, again, for years. I just can't imagine it'd still be alive at this point. Maybe. They can live a while, but I feel like this event change started a long time ago. So we do have to collect some supplies here, at least for this army. And then we'll try and engage these little numbers here. Now, some of these guys might be lacking on supplies as well. Yeah, some of these guys have some real supply shortages. So maybe just keep that guy there for now. He's good, and he's good as well. So it's just this guy here. So we'll let him collect some supplies up. And then we'll go after these troops here. So yeah, real small armies here that can be easily defeated. I'm not sure where the rest of the armies are. There they are. Alright, so let's go ahead and stomp down south. Trying to catch these guys. Having two armies has the advantage of making it a little bit easier to try and catch them. Alright, so he's doing that siege there. I think this guy was supposed to come over here. Yeah, there's really no way to go and still collect supplies, though. It looks like our spymaster finally died. I've been waiting for him to die for a while. And we already have a good replacement, of course, if we're just wanting to go with the intrigue. But we do have a new powerful vassal. Let's just take a look at who all of our powerful vassals are, because she has inherited territory from her father. Okay, that's interesting. We could take a look to see if she's any good. She's okay at marshal. I mean, she's alright. Yeah, I don't see her putting in any positions. Of course, we have this guy here. He would make a fantastic steward. So might want to switch him out for the Duke here. He could even be the spymaster if you're wanting to keep powerful vassals in charge here. Where is his territory? This count? And why is he a powerful vassal? Well, he's got a vast amount of territory over here. Oh, those are just two large counties, actually. I'm not entirely sure why he's being considered a powerful vassal. I don't know how they consider it. Sometimes it's kind of strange. Because sometimes it seems like it's preferring like the higher ranked titles like dukes and stuff. Sometimes it seems like it prefers like how many counties you have. And then other times it doesn't make any sense. Like this one here. I mean, he's only got 2 counties. I'm not entirely sure why he's ranked so high. But he is a great steward, so it makes sense to put him in place. But yeah, I really want to put him in as our spy master. We've been trying to get him to be the most powerful vassal for a while. He's a duke and everything. We invested in that. But yeah, unfortunately, he's still not considered a powerful vassal. Maybe that'll update. But we also have him in place, and he's not a powerful vassal. But I think we'll keep him in place until he dies. He's our best commander, so let's keep him happy. And yeah, same thing here. We'll probably just keep him in place for now. But eventually we might want to update that and put this guy in charge instead. We'll leave everything as is. We got a spy master, so that's what's important. Is there anything else we need to be aware of in here? I don't think so. I think these are just the same two, and she has not earned any money. I almost want to go ahead and just take the damn money. So I stopped checking that, because I check it constantly. And somebody finished up a conflict over here. Still trying to sway this guy again one more time. I think that will be enough. Where did those armies go? Oh, they're still down here. Alright, so we'll keep on stomping down south. Trying to catch them. 757 dudes. These guys just about there. We'll give them like a little bit more time. And have them go this way. And I don't really care where we fight them. Doesn't matter. We'll vastly outnumber them regardless. She has a claim to this duchy over here. We wanted to make further inroads into the HRE, though that's pretty far from our border, of course. But yeah, the Holy Roman Empire is falling apart. And you can see here in Italy, most of it is separated off or is in rebellion right now. Aquitaine, of course, is free over here in France. England has Paris, it looks like. That's great. So yeah, Paris is in the hands of the English. So they've taken all this territory here. So France is falling apart. The HRE is falling apart. England's looking a little bit more powerful than they typically do. They often fall apart, but that's not the case. Same thing with the Byzantine Empire. They're doing okay too. And then you got the Hungarians down here. Alright, so still trying to chase these guys down here. They are now on the run. It's going to be difficult to catch them. But we have the sieges going. That's what's important. Oh, this guy can collect a ton of supplies. Okay, we don't need him to do that. We'll just have him go after this siege location. Yeah, nothing but warfare in this episode. That's pretty much all we've done. And almost all of them have been helping her out. Now, again, we did increase our territory up here by 4 counties, so that's been helpful. It looks like one of the wars is over now. I'll tell you sure what happened there. I don't know which war that was over, but clearly that character's a wanderer now, so he didn't have any land of his own. We did have a faction created against us. Just another populist faction, so not an issue. So that means... Huh, interesting. Maybe what actually happened is that he was at war with them and took it over. Because, yeah, this territory is now all under him. So we don't need to do that siege anymore. So we come over here and do that one. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll bring these guys over here. Knock out that siege. Alright, so we're going to try and catch these guys. Looks like we'll be able to catch them right there. Alright, beautiful. So it's not many troops. Obviously, this is very much overkill here. Wealth aplenty. My treasury is brimming with gold and silver, and all expenses are cared for. As a wealthy lord, I'm expected to offer patronage to some kind of artist or scholar. I don't know why they consider us to have so much money. That's really not that much when you're at war. As luck would have it, 3 potential candidates have just arrived in the Polish-Ruthenian Empire, but do any of them impress me? So this would get us the Immaculate Gardens. We're going to have an increase of monthly prestige. This would be supporting religious art, giving us piety and clergy opinion. All this here would get us a +2 language and development growth. That would actually be pretty helpful, but it's so expensive. Yeah, it's quite expensive, guys. We do have the decisions, of course, to get money if we need to. Do we not have a physician? Or a physician die? Not entirely sure. But yeah, we could go ahead and just do that one to get rid of some stress here. But yeah, I guess we'll do it. Just because I really like the idea of getting the increased development. So yeah, we'll go with that one. We should be alright for this conflict. So another stress event here. It's sometimes hard to find the motivation to remain consistent when exercising by myself. I could try to find myself a partner who would then not only motivate me on bad days, but would also be someone that I can compare myself to when tracking my own progress. What kind of companion would suit me the most? Someone I can look up to, someone to keep me on my toes, or perhaps someone I know I should never aspire to be. So we can train with someone whose prowess I envy, like Jacob. So this is our marshal. He's got fantastic envy. We can instead train for someone who has a similar physique, and then we can mimic the routine. Let me just see if there's anything different here. This would get them, or have them get the chance of getting the athletic here. So this is really just about forming friendships, I think. That's really what appears to be most important. So yeah, we can just try and get a friendship with somebody. So it's really just who would be the most useful. So this is that new count that we have, the giant, and he's nice and young. So it makes sense to try and form a friendship with either him or the Duke here. Which Duke is this? Let's take a look. All right, so he's over here. I see. So in that southern part of Prussia. So either one of them would make sense. I mean, he already likes us because we gave him territory, so it makes sense to do it with the Duke, I think. So we'll get a little opinion boost with them. And we'll be training with them, and we'll see if that plays into later events. I'm not entirely sure. That's the first time I've seen that one. Alright, so this is where this battle's going to be. Don't need both units here, obviously. It's very much overkill. I think that's their entire army, though. So you just wipe them out. The more troops we have there, the more we kill. Although it looks like some of them got away. Damn. We still got 50% on the war score. What we should do is just try and capture these or catch these guys here. And that might be enough to win the battle for us. Win the war, I should say. So the sieges were relatively unimportant here. We were able to win just by doing the battles. Alright, so it looks like we should be able to engage them there. Alright, excellent. And that might be enough. So I just want to get this conflict done with before we end today's episode. And again, I think that could be close to enough. Maybe not. Huh. Yeah, we're still at 50%. So that means we will have to do these 2 sieges. There's no armies to fight now. So where can you siege that we aren't already sieging? We might already be sieging all the locations. This is such a small rebellion. Yeah, there's nowhere else to even siege at this point. So I suppose you just want to get rid of these troops then. So you don't have to pay for them. And then we'll just focus on completing the sieges. Though if they were able to raise up any troops, we get rid of all of our men-at-arms. That could cause some problems, I suppose. But they just don't have any numbers, so it's kind of irrelevant. So let's go ahead and speed this up since it's just sieges that we're waiting on. And we were able to increase control of that one county. Excellent. Let's go and take a look, see if there's anywhere else where he needs to do that. Now, I don't think there's any of our own territory that needs it. No, we've got control of all of our own territory at this point. So we'll just have him continue to organize the army for the money, because that puts us into the positive, which is good, because we're having some money issues. So we're at 93% after the win here. Again, there's nowhere else to siege, I don't think. Not that I'm seeing. Yeah, there's no fort there. I think it's just these 2 is all you have to do, essentially, to win. So yeah, let's go and put this guy here, and then we'll get rid of all these troops. And we got the ticking war score as well. So that might even tick up before we finish these sieges. This one will be done in less than 2 months. I don't think we'll finish that one, though. 5 months away. I also want to disband these troops, so we don't have to pay for them. These guys could be disbanded as well. I expect we'll win this without them. As soon as that siege is done, I think we'll be done. We'll be kind of weak for a while, since we can't raise up our troops, so that's okay. Won't be doing the whole court event. We don't have enough time in this episode, unfortunately. And yeah, should be there. So it's just that siege. That's all we had to wait for. How much time for this one's done? We're not going to wait for that. I guess it doesn't matter, because she's the one who has to end the conflict. Alright, so let's go and just start moving towards... we'll keep that one going until the war actually ends, I suppose, since we don't know how long it'll take for her to end it. There we go. Alright, so here's an event with Ivan, our son. I was watching him play with other children when Casimira tried to push him over. Ivan took it all in stride and sat down to talk to her instead. Alright, so he's forgiving. I kind of wanted him to be a warrior type. We got him doing the martial education. So having him be wrathful would be more helpful than forgiving. So I think we'll have him do that. We're not planning on playing as this character. Composal Spending causes Ivan to frequently waste money on unnecessary purchases. Alright, so he's going to have some money troubles. It does increase his prestige, though, and stress loss. But yeah, I think we're going to do this one. I know it will result in us getting some stress, but that's okay. We want him to do wrathful, because that'll give him the little increase to his martial, +3. I think that'll be helpful. And somebody wants to ransom. Yeah, we'll accept that. We'll take a look at our dungeons here in a minute. We need to disband all of our troops here. Alright, so we're good to go. Let's go ahead and just peek at the dungeons. See, we have a lot of prisoners from those conflicts. We'll see which ones we want to keep, which ones we don't. We'll probably just ransom them for the 10 gold. This character here, very good intrigue here. Yeah, very good intrigue. Can't afford the ransom, but we'll just accept it. The child here might want to do something else. Demand conversion, perhaps. And again, a wee cook. Can't do the wee cook, so we'll just demand her conversion. And eventually, we'll do enough wars over here and convert enough people that we'll convert them all to Catholicism. Just very slowly. Though these are from this conflict over here, I suppose. So good recruit this character. It's a twin. It's not a great knight, though. Yeah, I don't know what all we would do with them other than give them counties, perhaps. Yeah, we'll just demand his conversion. Although he won't accept it. Okay. We'll get a wee cook then. And recruit. Why not? Maybe we'll give him a county at some point. With her, can we ransom? 8 gold's enough. That's same character, perhaps? Yeah, same character, so we'll have to wait there, and they won't have any money anyways. Same thing here. So we got like his whole family here. So might hold on to some of these people and wait until he gets some money. Alright, so ransom accepted there. And here. So we made a little bit of money from all the ransoms. Didn't pay for the wars, of course. But yeah, we're out of the conflict now. She still holds on to a little bit of territory. We helped her with that. But yeah, she just continues to see rebellion after rebellion. So this will be the last thing we'll do. We're going to get this perk here. This is the finisher, which is going to get us some very nice bonuses. We'll take a look at those in a minute. But next we'll go after the administrator. Yeah, we'll start going after these, see how many we can get before we die. I've never been able to get down all 3 branches before with a character, I don't think. I don't recall ever getting through all 3 branches, but I think I got pretty close through getting all 3 branches of one of the lifestyles. Yeah, we got the new trait, which is going to increase our stewardship by +2 and our holding taxes by +15%. So we're earning a lot more money. So that's helpful. Also, we can hold another county. I should have kept one of those. Well, I guess they're tribal. Yeah, we could have kept one of those because, remember, we gave a county to our son. So that's the reason why we have an opening here. All right, so basically that was just an episode of nothing but conflict. We will go ahead and get this gold here. That'd be super helpful. And we have a hook here that's about to expire on Prince Judas. He doesn't have any money, so there's not really anything to do with the hook, I don't think. Yeah, there's really not much for us to do here. Remember, he's in the Templar Order. So yeah, there's nothing for us to do with that hook, so we'll just let it expire. He hasn't earned any money so far while working with the order. So when we get that money next episode, we can continue to build, upgrading, I should say, upgrading these buildings here in our core territory. So continue to do that, and also I want to continue building the men-at-arms up. We got to get these numbers up. We can even build another men-at-arms as well, but I wanted to increase all these ones up to the full size. And so we'll work on that. We'll go ahead and get the armored footmen and the light cav here. get them all increased in size. I think the only ones that we currently have completely filled up is the archers. So yeah, we'll increase all these guys in size. That'll be expensive. So we'll do that, and then maybe upgrade some buildings. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next episode, and thanks for watching.